So we're going to look at our words in context first. And what that means is we're going to read passages, and as we read the passages, we're going to try and figure out what a particular vocabulary means from the clues that surround the word or that are in the passage. I'm going to do the first one so that you guys will see how it's done. And then as I do them, I want you to write down what we're doing on the board. So I'll do the first one. We'll do the second one together. And then I'm going to have you work with a partner to do the third one. And you'll do the fourth one by yourself. Does everyone understand that sequence? I'll repeat. I'll do the first one for you. We'll do the second one together. You'll work with a partner on the third one. And you will do the fourth one by yourself. Everyone understand? Here we go. Here's our first one. Is this large enough for everyone to see?
Yeah.
Okay. The Sunrise Movement is a group of young environmental activists urging action to combat climate change. In November, the activist group staged a sit-in demanding the new House Democratic majority begin to implement a Green New Deal, an idea subsequently supported by 19 members of Congress. I'm going to reread that for you. Listen. Read alongside of it. The Sunrise Movement is a group of young environmental activists urging action to combat climate change. In November, the activist group staged a sit-in demanding the new House Democratic majority begin to implement a Green New Deal, an idea subsequently supported by 19 members of Congress. I ask, in the above text, what does activist mean? And I believe that activist means a person or group that takes action against something they disagree with. And I am going to correct this before you guys tell me to. All right? Well, Miss Young, that's wonderful. But how did you get to that definition? I'm going to look at the context clues in the sentence. First of all, I'm going to go back to the sentence that contains the word. And that sentence is, the Sunrise Movement is a group of young environmental activists urging action to combat climate change. In that sentence alone, I have two clues, right? What I have is the clue that says that they urge action. I also have the word combat. And I know that when we combat something, that we're fighting against something that we don't agree with. The next clue that I use is the activist group staged a sit-in. And I know that a sit-in is a protest. So, when they sat in, they did it themselves. So not only did they urge action, they took action. So, that's how I arrived at is a person or group that takes action against something they disagree with. So I want everyone to take the time to write this down. Is there someone who did not understand my logic? All right. Mr. Spanner, you done? Okay, let's look at the next one. We have two of these, so let me take one out. Here we go, we're gonna do this one together, remember that. Across the country, a group of students who disagreed with some of the school rules organized a walkout and a rally to protest. The students plan to denounce any rules that they felt violated their right to free speech at the rally. They hope that many would attend the rally to show their support for the ridiculous rules. We're going to read that again, and then we're going to come up with a definition and decide what clues we use to reach it. Across the country, a group of students who disagreed with some of the school rules organized a walkout and a rally to protest. The students plan to denounce any rules that they felt violated their right to free speech at the rally. They hope that many would attend the rally to show their support for the ridiculous rules. Who'd like to offer a definition for the word denounce? And above text, what does denounce mean? Jalen?
Disagree.
So they disagree. So that's one of the things that they disagree. But is that, do you think the entire definition?
No.
Or just a part of it?
I think a part of it.
Okay. Who like to add to that?
Take down.
Can you speak up so that I can hear you over here?
Do you mean like to take something down?
To take something down? Like you mean physically pull it down?
No, I mean like.
Or
how
philosophically?
you know how you announce something? I'm saying like the opposite of that.
The opposite of announce. Okay. So it's the opposite of announce. That's what denounce, that would be your definition. But then what's announce?
Should be.
We'll keep that in mind. Kendall.
I think it's like to take away or get rid of.
Okay, so we have the opposite of announce, right? To take away or get rid of. And you said, Jalen, what did you say?
Disagree.
To disagree. Now, this is what you're telling me is a definition, okay? We need to come up with a good definition. So, my question to you is, are these, what you're telling me, the definition that I asked for, or the clues that you're using to formulate the definition? Who gave me a clue? Jalen, was what you gave me a clue or the definition?
It was like a clue because like denounce, like the way it's used is like it's like it seems like it's used and like they saying they not gonna agree with any rules. Like so they saying they gonna disagree with any rules.
Okay. To take away and get rid of, do you think that's did you give me that as a definition or a clue?
Who said that?
That was me. It's kind of like.
Okay, we'll leave it. It's part of the I just wanna know. The opposite of announce, did you give that to me as a definition or a clue? A clue. So we're gonna take that out, okay? We're doing this together, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go back and I'm gonna look at this too. The students plan, remember, we're gonna go back to the sentence. The students plan to denounce any rules that they felt violated their right to free speech at the rally. Here's what I know from that sentence alone, okay? They feel, we already have disagreed, thank you. They don't agree with it. If I feel violated, it's something that I don't agree with. I also know that they're at a rally. And at a rally, people speak out, right? When people had rallies, we saw rallies in the video, right? And people weren't just standing there, they were speaking out. Based on these clues now, can anyone formulate a definition? Not Jalen, I'm sorry. Jaquan, give it a shot.
The students were gathering together to get ready to publicly declare,
So you saying publicly declare, okay. Thank you. Publicly declare what?
to inform against,
What? Speak up.
to inform against, free speech at ref.
Well, does it have to be free speech? That's what they were speaking about, in that particular instance. But we do know they disagree, right?
Yes.
And so they're going to publicly declare, okay? They're what? They're what? If they disagree, right? So they're gonna publicly declare their what? What word can we put? Disagreement. Is that what you said? Thank you. Disagreement. About what?
The rule.
Okay. A rules or a situation, right? All right, I have a question for you guys. Does everyone understand what we just did? Is everyone comfortable with what we just did? Do I need to go back?
No.
All right, because I don't need to go back, we're gonna move to the next phase.